All right, guard dog, fire it up.
You're fired up.
Oh, we're going? Nice. Well, there's no video, but it's because we're out on the road. Me, James, and guard dog are out at Dave Chappelle's in Yellow Springs, Ohio, and Dave was kind enough to join us today. Dave.
What's happening, Shane? What's up? I am here.
Yeah, he's going to come and go, but we were just talking about Ohio. What do you think?
It's one of the greatest states in the union. I go in the best for Ohio.
I like it. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's this week Shane didn't mention. I opened a comedy club, comedy and music venue. It's the old firehouse in the town that I lived in. They got a new one. They sold me the old one. We made this club, and Shane was here maybe one of the first weeks it was ever open. It was my birthday. We were just hanging out, but this week it's open. And Shane is headlining tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. By the way, you're headlining. I'm opening.
You want me to close?
yeah, for sure.
All right, deal. However you want to do it.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny to see the acts you bring in here in Ohio. Like last night, like it's funny to see Ghostface Killer in front of a bunch of people from fucking Ohio and Kentucky.
They can't believe it's happening.
I can't believe it's happening.
It's wild as fuck.
It's crazy to see that there.
It's a good show though. It's a good venue. And it's I'm a flyover state. So a lot of times people wouldn't even get to see a show like this, especially in a setting this intimate. So this some it's like, I don't know what.
Surreal. Literally sitting there watching Talib Kweli in front of, I was watching like an old white guy clearly from here, just watching Talib Kweli 10 feet away going.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. Now you lived, James.
I lived in Ohio, but I was at the birthday thing. I shaved off all my hair. But you did like a tight 45 about a man's coat. Oh, I don't know if you remember this.
Man.
I don't know how tight that was. It was funny.
No. It was inside an hour and a half, but 45 minutes of it were tight about the coat.
It was very funny.
Hung on to that to this day.
You said one of my favorite things that night. You were up there. We were drinking. It was your birthday. We had already done a show. Now we're at the after party, which was at the club. But you were up there, and people were just kind of standing around, and you were going, and then you were like, kind of like a little long about like, I followed my dreams. I did all this. I built this place. This was a dream of mine. It took me years just so I could bomb in front of you, motherfucker. It was so funny.
Oh, and then Carmen sang The Light.
The Light.
And
I
had never heard
The
Light before.
You never heard The Light.
And I was so moved. I walked around for like 3 weeks. There are times.
What are you, some kind of Australian Amish or something?
He is. Yeah, he actually is.
Are you really?
Kind of. Pretty much, dude. You became like a devout,
when I saw the Amish,
a devout Catholic. That's why you moved to Steubenville, Ohio.
I moved to Steubenville, Ohio.
Wait, you moved to
Just
Ohio from Australia?
Yeah, I got a job hosting a Catholic podcast in Steubenville, and I got fired on the way over to America. But I still got a visa and 3 months rent in Steubenville. Great town. I lived on 4th Street and had a great time.
You do love Steubenville. We were flying over it. You're like, in Steubenville.
Dean Martin's hometown. First big rape case in the 24/7 news coverage era.
Oh,
Jesus!
What happened?
Big Red. That was the two. There was a black kid and a white kid who raped a lady, and the whole town bounded behind the boys to defend them. It really united Steubenville. They were football players at a party. Do you not remember this?
No.
I read a lot. It's the only thing that comes up when you Google Steubenville. They'd really like to fix that.
Sounds awful.
So wait, the whole town was like, that bitch is lying?
Yeah, but because they wanted the football team to say
they need the football team to be good.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, there's other great things about Steubenville too.
Tell us, focus on the great stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so a bunch of Catholics moved there and they're trying to revitalize it to fix like a downtown. They hate like strip malls and Walmart and stuff, so they're trying to make it cool.
Yeah.
And they're getting there. They got a cigar bar. I don't know that they're buying things in the right order, but there is a cigar bar. Well, it's like 18,000 people in the fancy cigar shop.
Well, how did the Catholic Church choose Steubenville?
There is a Franciscan university there that I think Mel Gibson sent his kids to.
So it's prestigious.
It's a small, prestigious college that everyone's rolling with.
Speaking of Mel Gibson, are you more like a Vatican I or Vatican II guy?
You know, I believe Vatican II was a real...
Don't get him going.
I think it was real, but I'm a Latin Mass guy. So
you speak Latin?
I understand the bits that they say over and over again. Okay. I did Latin in university, but I was bad at it. It's too hard to learn a new thing.
Yeah.
Now, you weren't going to be in the priesthood. I'm sorry to ask you all these
questions,
but I'm fascinated about people that devote their lives to religion, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then podcasts with Shane Gillis. I don't know. I thought those things would be mutually exclusive.
What would you like to? Was I going to be a priest? Did you say?
Yes. Did you ever
No.
eyeball?
You got in late. Yeah. you got
Yeah.
in
Me and my
late.
wife converted together. We moved back to Adelaide. I failed in comedy.
Got
at
a
different
circumcision.
city. That was separate. The circumcision was because I had a medical condition, but that was in my 30s. The circumcision. Yeah.
Oh my!
I recommend it. It's a beautiful
I know you guys are
procedure.
that good friends.
No, I talk about it fairly openly.
I'm more of a Vatican I guy on your dick.
The
new dick sucks. Vatican II.
Were you raised Catholic?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I learned shit. I don't know. What about you? Me too. Man, you said me too.
Yeah, raised Catholic, which is why I'm not as devout as James.
There's definitely. I wanted to ask you about being a Muslim because I've heard about that, but I don't know anything about it.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Were you? Were your parents Muslim, or did you become a Muslim?
I'm a convert. I mean, clearly, I don't like to practice as much as I should, but I do. You know, it's a solid belief system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know,
But there are very few comedians who become religious during their adult life.
man. But I mean, there's very few comedians that do most of the shit that I do.
Yeah, that is true.
Even living here, it's like I make a lot of difficult choices, and I always take the hard way.
I was always moved by that getting out of LA and New York. And
I could see myself doing it, especially a place like here. Like this literally looks like where I'm from.
Yeah,
It's the exact same as where I'm from. It's nice.
Regionally, we're like identical. It's like
Yeah.
twins. More Amish where you're from.
More Amish.
Yeah.
A lot of Amish. We were talking about that yesterday, about how
I
I grew
love
up around the Amish and we used to taunt them. You'd drive by, you'd roll the windows down, turn the music up, and be like, "This is music, you fucking dumbass."
you get old, you come crawling back to get their special butter.
You get the
They
butter,
do
the
butter
raw
great.
milk that put you in the fucking hospital.
I tried the raw milk, and I vomited green bile for several days. And now I can't have lactose, maybe ever again.
Worked out though. You lost a lot of weight.
I can't have milkshakes, but I'm devastated by it all the
How
time.
often were you having milkshakes?
It was a lot.
Really?
After a gig, when my wife was sad at home, we moved out together, and then we're in Austin, and it's hard to like build a community and whatever. So I would just bring her a milkshake and we get fat together. It was
That's nice.
Yeah, it was sweet. I love the ridges on the road. Like usually, like the side of the road has little mounds on it, so you don't go off the side. But in Amish country, it's in the middle. So when you're overtaking the carriage, you don't smash into oncoming traffic.
Those guys get fucked up all the time. It's a lot of trucks going through Lancaster,
Yeah.
and the Amish are not afraid to drink and drive either. They drink and drive those fucking horse carriages right into 18-wheelers. It's a rough crime scene, you know? You got 2 horses and a fucking family. It's crazy.
Jesus.
They're sturdy horses, though.
They're big horses.
And like beautiful carriages. I thought they'd be like, it would be pretend. It would be a silly old-fashioned carriage.
No,
They've got cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
There are no Amish near here, though.
Ohio has a lot.
Northeast Ohio
yeah.
more, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like their other...
Even my friend, that pavilion we performed in on
Yeah.
my birthday, I think the Amish did a lot of that construction, which is why
It took them fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it's incredibly well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one knows how they do it.
Well, they refuse to be subject to anything that they're not in control of. I think that's what.
Sense.
Like they won't have a car because they can't make the parts to build a car. They'll only have buggies that they know how to grow the wood and make it. Like every step of it, they know how to do. If they had a silicon mine, they would maybe.
I know how to
have
grow
computers.
wood.
You know? Yeah.
Wait, so if the Amish, just based off the belief system, if they can make a car from soup to nuts, then they drive
I believe so. It's
and they get the gas and everything.
if they could extract all of the gas, if they could be fully in charge of a zone where they had all the resources, they would be cool with it. I think that's what they're doing. I think it's so
didn't know that was
no one can destroy them, so
Yeah.
that they're not dependent on anybody.
Yeah.
I respect that.
It is respectable. I don't know.
I don't want to do it.
You
Sounds
seem-
uncomfortable.
They cheat.
And I thought I took things the hard way. They get harder than that.
Now there's versions of being a Mennonite. Like there's the strict Amish, but then you'll see that they only drive black cars. There's certain Amish that are like allowed to drive.
How do you
see
know
them.
this? Did you just like?
I just grew up around them. So it's like there was one of the kids went to school with me. We had an Amish lady at our Catholic school, and she refused to shower. And
What?
she would wear, I don't know, maybe they're against showers. I don't think they could build a fucking shower either.
Might have
Might
been
have just been-
personal choices. You
It could be a religion. Yeah.
That would be interesting. Have you ever had an Amish person on your podcast?
No.
Man, I got so many questions. You should debrief one of these.
We'll get one of the Amish. Well, when I grew up, or when I started comedy, the best comic in my area was a guy named Raymond the Amish Comic.
And was he actually Amish?
He was Amish, and he would get on stage and just do Amish jokes. One of my first jokes was an Amish joke.
How did he take it?
Everyone liked it. It was for real one of my first jokes ever. I was at an Amish wedding this weekend. It was all right, except I was the only one there that could do the electric slide.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. It's better than what I got now. I gotta bring that one back.
How old were you when you started, Shane?
I was 21.
Did people think it was weird that you were doing it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And like,
for sure.
Were you one of those guys did you go with a buddy? Did you go by yourself?
I was so it was like a quick downfall in my life because I was going to West Point to play football. And then I quit while I was there, like right away. And then I went to Elon University to play football, and then I quit after my first season.
So you were good?
I was good, but I also failed out of school as soon as I quit because I stopped going to class. So then I was going to Harrisburg Area Community College. So I went from West Point to Harrisburg Area Community College in like a year and a half.
Jesus.
I went from like being a senator to I was literally washing dishes at my friend's restaurant. And one of the guys that worked at the restaurant was doing an open mic at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone. And I was like, oh, that's how you get into comedy. I had no idea how to get into comedy. And so I went and watched him, and I was sitting there being like, man, everybody sucks. All these guys suck. I'm going to be good. And then I went up. I went to that mic every night for like 3 months, and then finally got up on stage, and I was like, I don't need to write anything down. I got this. Panicked. Bombed. I was holding the mic at my fucking belt. Just stood there. I was like, I was watching a Star Wars again the other day. Like it was horrendous. And then I took like a year and a half off. I did one open mic and then didn't do it probably for another year and a half. And then I got back into it.
All right, now I have a question. So if you bombed a lot starting out,
mm-hmm.
what drove you to power through this? Were you sure that you were gonna get through it, or like
I wasn't? Yeah, I guess I was sure I was gonna get through it, but so is everybody that bombs constantly.
Not everybody's like that.
I don't know. I feel like everyone just. I mean, there are people that quit like right away, that do like 2 or 3 and go, I'm done. But I've being in comedy scenes where guys bomb every fucking night. Like I go back to Harrisburg, not even Harrisburg, like go back to Philly. You'll see the same fucking guys still bombing.
What are the
like you've been bombing for 15 fucking years?
Were the rooms full in Harrisburg?
They were not at first. It was basically a truck stop. So me and my friends would go to these different mics in the central Pennsylvania area, and it was all like I'd say every other mic you'd get a truck driver that was just stopping through. They'll be like, give me the mic, I'll tell you boys some jokes. Always had the N-word in it. We'd all be like, all right, man, thank you very much for that. But then one summer, this one guy who was selling Coke in Harrisburg, he started doing open mics. So then the room was sold out every single show. And I was the one that was actually good at it at the time. So like I just got all these like local Coke heads that were like, we're here to see Shane. This is going to be a great night. Like it was, yeah, I got lucky with that. So good for him.
There's a jump drugs. There was a guy who was selling drugs to all the open mics were full. It was like a very influential Coke.
It was out of nowhere. This one guy started doing mics, and then every night we'd get there and be like, God damn, this place is packed.
There's nobody else I've ever heard of from that circuit, is there? Like Kevin didn't play that circuit.
No. Michelle Wolf is from
like
Hershey.
Yeah.
But I don't think she did mics in Central PA.
No, I think she started.
Yeah.
She might have started in New York.
Probably. Central PA has not produced too many. We got Lemaire now. We got Lemaire and Nate. So a bunch of my friends that I started with moved down to Austin with us. And they're doing good.
That's a weird place to start.
Central PA? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. When I started, man, in DC, our scene was like pretty advanced.
For sure. But that was the other nice thing is we could drive. We were close to Baltimore, Philly, DC. Like, so I would go down there.
East Coast comics just work more, man. In those days especially.
We definitely worked. We got lucky. The location is nice because like we only had to drive 2-3 hours to get to any city. If you talk to these people from like anywhere else in the country. They're like, yeah, I'll drive 7 hours to Oklahoma City, do a spot, drive fucking 8 hours to, yeah.
How long did it take you before you were like, I'm good, like I'm gonna go to the greener pastures? Like, what makes you go to New York?
I went to Philly first. I went to Philly for like 6 years. I waited until I was headlining clubs to move to New York, because I don't know. I definitely didn't want to do open mics in New York at 30.
I don't even think there are open mics in New York, are there?
You gotta pay to get on.
You gotta pay to get on?
Like ringers, like where you bring two people. Those.
Yeah, there's those, and then you gotta pay like $5 sometimes to get like 3 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, those are tough. Like when I got there, I was doing like the Creek, and Creek was free, but you'd get on in the garage in front of like fucking 5 people. And I was like, God damn.
Wait, where is the Creek? I never heard of this.
It was in Queens. Now it's in Austin. She moved it to Austin. It got shut down during COVID. Yeah. It's actually a great club in Austin. What was it like in fucking Adelaide?
We had one room that was mostly for bands, and then if you got 2 a week, that was a good week. But we had a big fringe festival, so you could once a year you'd do 30 hours in a month.
So when you come up in Australia, you're looking at like Jim Jeffries, guys like this. That's the only guy I can think of.
Hannah Gadsby.
Hannah Gadsby started out in my scene.
You worshipped her.
I did a comedy competition with Ronnie Cheng. It was our first.
Oh yeah, Ronnie Cheng.
Thing.
And he destroyed. He was. I felt very bad about myself after that, competing with him. So that was a longer road. But man, yeah, Jim Jeffries is the only one who seems to have made it in America in a big way.
Hannah Gadsby did all right.
Yeah.
She, not on the club circuit. I think she's doing small theaters.
She's not a club act, is she?
She was. I get in trouble. People in Austin don't want to hear this. She was a good club act in Australia. And then she lent into this other thing. She had chops. She could really do normal.
She was like
50 minutes of comedy. Yeah. She was funny. And then she went in a different direction.
What was her act about?
It was not about being raped in Tasmania, that's for sure. It was mostly about, it was just like, I've got big hips. Look at these hips. I'm a lesbian.
Yeah.
Spitting in God's face that I won't have. That's she had a great joke where she was like, she's getting heckled by somebody. She was recounting a heckle, and the heckle is like, you wouldn't get raped on a Friday night in a men's prison. And the audience loved it. And I was emceeing, and I went up after and I said, Hannah Gadsby, I reckon she could get raped in a men's prison on a Friday night.
Yeah.
I've never lost an audience quicker. I'd been doing so well as the MC until that point. I was trying to be like positive.
You're not afraid to take chances.
It was a risk, and it was a better.
At the O2 in London, you were taking some chances.
I did some new.
He came with me to the O2, and he was like, I'm going to do some new. He's opening the fucking show. I was like, I don't know if you should. Let's not do new.
Well.
And then I was sitting side stage, and I got to watch his face when he was walking off, and it was great.
I realized because I met Shane in Australia, and you came out and you did new for like 10 minutes, and it was great about Australia. And 2 minutes into me doing it, I thought, but you had an opener who didn't do that. You're the headliner. This is not the same. What if I decided?
It was great.
I can't believe that Hannah Gadsby was a club act.
She's a solid club act.
I don't hear about anybody till their thing happened.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't hear about you until the Saturday Night Live debacle. But you know what everyone said about you? That I knew you. They said, oh, he's the greatest guy. So I felt bad.
Fuck yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, no, everybody said great shit about you.
They, apparently. I was surprised when you told me how funny Hannah was. Not that she's, whatever. I don't want to.
And I think...
Those days are behind me. When that special came out, I was not happy. I was like,
that's what Australian comedy at festivals looks like. I think it took Americans by surprise. But like every Australian and every person in Edinburgh does their I got raped show, my dad got cancer show, my wife left me show, and like just a sad complaining hour in a comedy festival.
Wife left me show is fun.
Wife left me shows. There's a little more.
That one's a little more, yeah.
Man, there was one shaking hands with danger. Was the
wife
best
left
one.
me. I've been raped and I have cancer. I'm here.
It's tight five.
Buoyancy in comedy in America is a hard trick to pull off.
Yeah, they don't go for it in the same way. Like you can do it, you do it, and I can't think of another person who does the quiet section before roaring back into the laughter again.
But that took me years to be able to, not even like on a skill level, but just in a relationship with the audience level.
Yeah.
They'll give me enough grace that I can do that.
When did you realize that you were able to? I mean, that's now like a trademark thing that you're able to do. When did you first go, I might be able to do this now. I don't have to keep it popping at a laugh every 8 seconds.
I kind of, it's funny. It's a hallmark of the DC circuit. Like when I was still in high school, I can't remember which comedian introduced me to the metric of if they're listening to you. Oh, no, I do remember. It was a guy that told me. First, he wasn't that good of a comedian, but it was really great advice. He said, you don't have to be funny all the time, but you do have to be interesting all the time. Because he was like, you're one of these guys that think you always got to be funny. Man, you always got to be funny. But you got to be interesting.
Yeah.
The entire time. That was the first time. But then there were other people who helped me respect silence. If you can set something up and they're listening to you, that's as good as a laugh.
Yeah.
Which is a real counterintuitive thing. Like when you first start out, you're running from laugh to laugh. But if you take your time, the act kind of doesn't work for you.
Can I ask about? I listened to a podcast. I don't know where I heard it, but you were talking about doing the Apollo for the second time as a child.
First time, oh yeah.
First time. I might get this wrong, but I thought it was the first time you did great, and then you went on a second time and you got booed, and you thought they're booing a child. Or was that the first time? That was the first time. All right.
That's very true.
That stayed with me a lot.
Who boos a 15-year-old child for suing?
But you started at 14, presumably?
14, yeah. And I got to the Apollo early. But, it was funny. After it happened to me, I was obsessed with the Apollo. So I went back many times since then and used to kill it. But that first time, boy, that was like liberating.
Yeah.
Because of getting booed, it's the kind of boo, like, I can't explain it, but I didn't take it personally. And it just wasn't that bad. I was so afraid of bombing like that.
Yeah.
Man, it's not that bad. And then once I went through that, in a weird way, I got like a lot funnier.
Yeah.
Just because it freed me.
You've now been booed at the Apollo. You can.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than that will happen. And you live through it? No?
It just wasn't, it's just like, you want to make omelet, you got to break some eggs. Like they don't always have to be the way it is in your dreams. And you get to the best jokes, I think, from suffering a little bit or trying stuff.
Did you feel like, I don't know, like if I got booed, I'd be like, I deserved it.
I don't feel like I deserved it. I felt like, man, they didn't give me a chance. That's why I didn't take it personally.
Yeah.
They just didn't, hey, you didn't let me finish. I was going to close with a callback.
Yeah, it was coming. You fuckers. I never got booed. I've gotten Warm Daddies in Philly would hit you with. I don't know if you ever do Warm Daddies in Philly. I don't know if it's still open. Toure ran it in Philly, and it was just a black club, but it was a restaurant. So like if I'd go in, I'd be the only white guy, and then they'd never boo you, but they would just literally just go back to eating. Yeah, it just became a restaurant again, of like some light conversation, but just literally just looking at you, giving you fucking 1 minute. It's not that funny. Turning their head right back, just everyone just eating, and you're standing up there like, holy! It's literally a nightmare, like doing a show in front of a restaurant that no one's listening.
Did you care?
I cared then, yeah, really badly. Because I know I could do good, and I do that thing that white comics do where they're like, man, I crush in black rooms. Wait till you see this shit. And I remember I brought some friends. I was like, you're not going to believe how good I am at this. And everyone just ate dinner while I talked. And I was like, I got to get off stage. And then, oh man, I've talked about it before. His name was Buck Nasty. Buck the fuck Nasty? Fuck, I'm fucking this up. But he had two of the worst intros I've ever had on that. He was very funny. He was the man, but he had been to jail, and he introduced me by being like, how many of y'all been to jail before? And 3 guys raised their hand. He goes, y'all 3 motherfuckers been raped. Your next comic. And he brought me on stage, and I was like, holy shit. And then the next time he got in a fight with a lady. a woman in the crowd. He's like, "You dusty ass bitch, shut the fuck up! I've been in jail. I'll fucking hit a woman. You next comic." And I was like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "Hey fellas, I'm a white guy. Isn't it crazy?"
Buck Nasty, is he still alive?
I think so.
Is he
He's
still
probably still doing
working?
comedy. Yeah, he was good. He's
Buck Nasty was Charlie Murphy's character's name in The Player Haters Ball on Chappelle Show.
That's right. Fuck, why am I fucking this up? I swear it's Buck Nasty.
It's very funny.
You said white comedians say that they're good at black rooms.
Yeah.
I know almost no white comedians who do it.
I did it for a while.
I know Bird did
and
it.
I was good at it. Big J was good at it.
I only got to do it once, but it was
You did, well, that didn't count.
Bird,
We were at
Why
it.
not?
Bird played everywhere.
yeah.
You know, I saw Neil Brennan's brother Kevin. I used to host this really hard show in Manhattan. It was like poetry and comedy, and one night I had him on, Kevin Brennan. I don't even think I booked the show, but I brought him on, and man, this guy fucking destroyed.
Oh yeah,
He destroyed.
he fucking kills.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a weird.
He's nutty, but he's really fucking
Yeah,
funny.
he's a funny guy. But he back in the day before
Yeah.
all that heartbreak, I think he was even funnier.
Big J was good at it.
You're thinking about the one in the jazz bar.
I thought that's what you were talking
No,
about.
I did. I opened for
that wasn't
Finesse
your
Mitchell
fault.
in
That was
Pittsburgh.
we did. I think it's the Continental Club, or no,
Yeah.
the Skylark Cafe in Austin, which is like this
That was my
old,
most harrowing.
this old jazz. It's blues bar. It's fucking awesome. But then somebody asked what we did, and we were like comedians, and they're like, "Oh, come perform." And I was like, "I'm not fucking going up there," but my buddy will do it. And James was like, "All right, I'll try." Just fucking.
It was very
bomb.
bad. It was that was a serious.
But that wasn't your fault. That was a smoky fucking.
I could have done it, but in hindsight, I thought it was my fault.
Could. Well, you leaned into the black.
Hey, James,
I did
Black
do my
comedy.
black material in the jazz bar.
it's never your fault.
It's always.
No, that was his fault. I watched. He started telling a joke, and I was going, "Ooh, not that one." You gotta build a
I
rapport
panicked.
before you go
I
right into
panicked.
racism.
Wait, was this a black room? They
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know they had black rooms in Austin.
Yeah, it's a lot of blues and guitar and.
They never
it's
did comedy.
primarily a music room, but then they'll put comedians on.
No, I think the guy running the bar just wanted Shane to do it, and
Yeah,
he
they
threw
really
me
want
under
me
a
to
bus
do it. Yeah.
and said he'll get up there.
Because I would have done exactly what you did. I would have been like, there's a thing you do as a white comic in a black room where you go, I'm not worried. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. So I'm going to say something up front that could be controversial that you wouldn't expect from me.
Then everyone will be on side.
And then
we
everyone's
can-
going to go, oh, this guy's great, which
Yeah.
does happen. But in that instance, they were like, I'm going
This
to go
is crazy. I've been
smoke.
doing this for like decades. It never occurred to me that you have to think about it before you go on.
Oh, yeah.
The opposite's not true.
Yeah, no, as a white comic, you go, all right, I got to make sure this. Because we can offend that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A
Oh.
black comic can't make fun of white people unless it's, gay or trans or ripe, something like that. But racially, you can't really.
I got a talk from the club in Pittsburgh when I was about to do a black room, and they said, "Do not change anything in your act.
Mm-hmm.
Do not pander. Do it exactly the way you would." And I went out there, and it was going all right. And then when I did start to talk about gay stuff, people were silent, and I didn't know that black people did not fuck with that at all. I don't know.
No,
I
you found
don't-
out. You found out quickly. I found out a couple times on the road.
It was like people just looking at me, going, not even offended, not trying to defend
I did that
anybody. Just
joke about-
why are you talking?
I did
like
that
this?
joke about 69 with my dad. You do that in a black room, people are like,
Yeah,
you
it's
fucking nasty motherfucker. You're like, all right, sorry.
kind of like Eminem and hip hop, though.
Yeah.
Like it was inevitable that there'd be a white guy that
Yeah.
could rap that good.
But he's got to rap that good to.
But he rapped
Do it.
about white stuff, like hating
Yeah.
his mom. No black dude's
Yeah.
gonna rap about hating
Killing
his
his,
mom.
killing his wife.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck my mom. I'll kill my mom.
Yeah, it was like he didn't really pander. He was like a white guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's just nice with it. I mean, you can appreciate.
Well, this country didn't get
Yeah.
around Iggy Azalea in the same way. She
We
was
did it
maybe-
first.
I don't know. T.I. got behind her.
Iggy Azalea was very popular at first.
What did she do to ruin it?
I think she started. I mean, she had like my favorite video ever on Sway.
Who did?
She's Iggy Azalea. Remember that Australian white lady that was?
I know who she is. I don't know her music that well. I know her celebrity though.
She sang. She did like a freestyle on Sway. It's one of my favorite videos. And then the first call, he's like, "That shit was trash, Sway."
Oh God.
And that one of her at a festival where she's like, boom, 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 boom. It's so good.
I think it's when Kanye does the
Braskin,
sway.
Traskin, breaking, blinking, basking.
I mean, she's from Queensland, so it didn't make a huge amount of sense.
Yeah.
But the rappers who are from Queensland sound terrible.
Hilltop Hoods are great. Where are they
That's
from?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Hilltop Hoods are from Adelaide?
Yeah, we're yet to have it. We've got All Day in California. We're yet to really break through the way the English have in America. No one is calling out desperately for Australian rap
The
music.
English rap just got here. Like the last... I remember the Diplomatic Community 2 had a British rapper on it. And I was like, man, this is good. And that was like 2006. There's been no real British rap until recently.
MF Doom doesn't count?
He's fucking British? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he was British.
Is it?
No way.
Yeah.
He's definitely from New York.
And then he was not allowed to... I mean, he had British citizenship. He was never
he
an
was
American
probably
citizen.
born in like
They claim
British
him.
Virgin Islands. Yeah.
They're very proud of him. But then I think he wasn't allowed in America because he was here illegally.
Are you
for a
thinking
time.
21 Savage?
No.
What? Yo,
yeah,
MF Doom was
Rick.
born in Hounslow, United Kingdom.
Slick Rick too.
Slick Rick?
Those big ones.
Holy shit, MF Doom was British?
Yeah.
Dimes.
You didn't?
No, I thought he sounded exactly like New York.
I think he was
Since I
very
saw his
young when he
widow,
came
I did
over.
a show in the Widow Doom came to the show, and that was in the UK. She was in London. Yeah.
Widow Doom.
All right, he was raised in Long Beach, New York.
But then at some point he gets kicked out of America and he's not allowed, in the last couple of years of his life, I think, he's not allowed to come back.
For what?
Because he was an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, he never gained American citizenship. 2010, he was denied re-entry, returning from international tour. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and then he
it's
moved to
crazy.
London before settling in
That was like
Leeds.
a national treasure. How can you
Yeah.
fucking-
Oh, man. 21 had that problem. 21, I think, is British.
Yeah.
Technically, because I think he was born in the Caribbean or something. Could be wrong. Whatever, this is good stuff.
The immigration status of rappers is interesting.
That's all I know about. We banned Tyler, the Creator, from coming to Australia.
For what?
He said the word faggot a lot, and then when he announced that he was a bisexual or something of that nature, we let him back in and said that's okay. But I've always wondered if he just did that to be able to tour there. I've never seen him holding hands with a gentleman.
No, he's
All right, that's fine. But there was him. We banned him. We banned. I think Kanye is now banned. We love banning rappers who say, well, he's got an Australian wife, and we still won't let him come and visit the in-laws. Kanye. Bianca Censori is a Melbourne woman. No, she's a proper Australian Italian woman from Brunswick, and one friend tried to kiss her once. Dan Rosario. And she said, "You got to take me on a date." And he didn't do it, and now she's married.
Now she's on a gondola, giving head.
Jeez, I'm not having no part in this conversation. The hangover from even talking about this shit.
Yeah, we don't need to. We can talk about anything else. Guard Dog, you ever do a black room?
I have,
How'd it go?
believe it or not,
Give him a mic.
Wait, where?
it went poorly in Philadelphia. They used to run one at WXPN Live
Yeah.
World Cafe,
Oh, nice.
and my black friends told me to do all my jokes about black people. They did not go over well.
Yeah, they told you that.
That was
It was
rough
like-
hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a 3-hour long set. No, I remember I had a very bad joke about how my belt was braided. I was like, my belt is braided.
That's it?
Something about how, I might
It's
look really
appropriating?
white, but yeah, something along
Oh,
those
no.
lines. It was
I
humiliating.
might look white, but my belt's braided?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Something along. I was like a year in. It was
You can put that on a shirt, though, and sell it. Old white guys would fucking buy that.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll get that
Boardwalk
for my dad.
t-shirt.
He'd be like, hey, check it out.
Now, who are your comedy buddies in New York? Anyone I know?
Dan Soder,
Yeah, I know.
Big
I know
J.
who he is.
Mark Norman,
I know who he is.
Yeah, Joe List. Those guys. That was about.
I tried to get Mark Norman in my club.
He'll do it in a second. He was actually texting me earlier today going, how is it?
Oh, man.
I was like, it's great. He's like, that's awesome.
You're going to love it, bro.
I do, yeah.
It's a scientist lab.
I'm excited about it.
And the crowd is like, they're there for it.
Yeah.
They say, okay, whatever.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun night.
It's good, man. It's such an odd place to do this, but it's so perfect.
When we did the show on your birthday, I was like, the whole ride, I was actually thinking like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a black room. I got to figure out my materials changed. I got to figure this. And then I got there and it was just
comedy.
It was just comedy. It was great.
Yeah.
And then it's also, again, like I said, it's like where I'm from. This is exactly the same people.
That's why I'm excited about tonight.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. I mean, I put fucking great shows in. This show, people went crazy for it. I don't know what you got going right now, but these motherfuckers, I've been getting hit up all week. Like, I need them Gillis tickets.
Oh, man, I wish Toby was here.
Who?
I always mispronounce his last name, but in
Wigway. Yo, Toby and Wigway. He's
the fucking man. He was here last time, and I got to meet him, and I was like, I've been a fan of yours since 2013. I was a fan of his so long ago, like when he started, like YouTube videos, his music videos he was putting out. And I was like, I remember when I saw him start to hang out with you online and being like, God damn, that's awesome.
Yo, we were doing a show in Texas. And someone played with Mo Amber, played with me. Bring us backstage. I'm like, run that back. I must have listened to it 3 times back to back. I'm like, who is this? And Mo's telling me about him. And Willie D from the Ghetto Boys was in the room. And he was like, I call him right now. And he called him. And I'm like, yo, I just got to tell you, bro, this shit is like, you a dope. Then he made a song about me calling him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this guy's a visionary.
Yeah, he's the fucking man.
His videos, his stage
videos are incredible.
Yeah, he got him.
He's from the SWAT, went to North Texas, played football. What do you know about that, Giants? You don't know shit about
No, not a thing.
You don't know shit about Texas football.
I know. Why does Rice play?
Why does Rice play Texas?
I know that.
That's great.
I know less than he knows. Let me tell you how much fuck football, man. I can't stand football.
What?
I hate it.
All they want to talk about here is Ohio State.
I know. They love it.
Yeah.
I know everybody loves it. I'm just that guy.
You never liked football?
Never.
Dave,
Not never.
Dave, this is...
Not never. When I was a kid, I'm from...
You're breaking my heart.
When the Redskins was popping, yeah, I was into it. Doug Williams, I was into it. Yeah, I was into it. After Colin Kaepernick, it's like goodbye football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, goodbye. It's just too... I don't want to get a headline pulled.
No, we're not going to get a headline.
Yeah, fuck football.
What about college?
College football?
Yeah.
I'm too old for that. Let's get it.
You know what sucks is I love college football. I've loved it my whole life.
Do you like it better than professional?
I always have, and now I'm starting to get too old. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, God damn, these kids are they're 18. So I'm sitting there like, run the ball, you fucking pussy. Like, I'm getting like, lower the shoulder. I'm yelling at kids.
So if you'd gone to West Point, would he have been like an officer or some shit?
Yeah.
You were in the military at some point?
Yeah, I had to swear in. I was in for fucking 3 weeks and I quit.
Jeez, good man.
Did you get a discharge?
No, I got an honorable discharge. It was, wasn't dishonorable.
Yeah.
No, it was very.
Wait, you have a piece of paper though that says
honorable.
Shane Gillis has been honorably discharged?
I probably do. I don't know. I kind of threw everything out. My mom kept everything. My mom wanted me to go to West Point so bad. And then she even kept a letter I wrote to them from boot camp. So when you go to boot camp, your parents are coached by the academy to be like, he's going to want to quit. He's going to want to quit. Don't let him come home. Just tell him he's not allowed to come home. So my first phone call from boot camp, I called my parents and I was like, I hate it here. I want to come home. And they were like, if you quit, you're not allowed to come back home. And then you can't communicate with anyone. So you just have to write letters. And I wrote this like letter on loose leaf that was like, Mom and Dad, you're fucking losers. You guys didn't do anything like this. Shut the fuck up. I'm coming home. And then my mom kept it.
Did she?
She kept it. I found it one day in the basement. I was like, what are you doing? I'm so embarrassed by this. Throw this out.
You have to keep that.
I might have thrown it out. But my uniform's down there. I got my military uniform. You'd like to see me in it.
I would love to see the
It's
military
hilarious.
uniform.
It's hilarious.
Are you open about the clothing that you recently purchased?
Oh yeah, I already told Dave. I got
Okay.
I got all of O.J. Simpson's ties. That's very big. And a picture of him and Bill Clinton. I'm pretty excited about it. O.J. Simpson's estate had an auction, and I had, I bought a lot of it. I got a picture of him from Bill Clinton to O.J. Simpson. It says, "To my friend O.J. from Bill," and it's them golfing.
I just saw a whole movie in my eyes. We flipped the picture over as a confession.
You break open the frame drops on the floor.
Yeah.
Confession from both of them.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
I did a joke about meeting him and Nicole Simpson a couple years before the murder. That's true, I did.
You met him?
Oh, yeah. Man,
Yeah, this is that first special.
She was incredibly kind to me. I was probably like 18 or 19 at the time. So, I probably looked like a baby.
Yeah.
Had a good set. She was like really super sweet. And the punchline of that joke is, bitch, she trying to get us both killed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope she wasn't too fucking nice.
She was really sweet. But, this is the only time I ever met her. But it was enough so that when I saw that, I was like,
oh man,
that's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Where'd you meet him?
At the Improv.
At the Improv
in Santa Monica. Back in the 90s.
Did you know they were there before you went on or after?
After I got off stage, they said, OJ wants to meet you.
That's
Simpson.
Yeah. That's always the worst though, when someone's like, before you go on, someone's like, just so you know, this guy's here. You go, oh fuck.
That was my first lap around the track. Think about it. I'm 18. It's got to be one of my first times in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I met O.J. Simpson. And then he killed the chick that he was with that night. And then he realized this is a dangerous track.
Mm.
It could be.
Killed everybody in that driveway. That fucking Steve Harvey.
You saw the Steve Harvey?
Yeah, I finally saw it. Steve Harvey's funny as fuck.
What did he do?
It was old though. It was when Cuba Gooding was promoting the show. And how did he say it?
He says, I don't even remember what it's based in. Just out of nowhere, he says, let's be honest, OJ killed everybody in that driveway. There were problems with that.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey said that?
Yeah.
And Cuba was promoting the show and clearly, I think, thought OJ was actually innocent.
Steve Harvey does not get the respect he deserves as a comedian. He's one of my top five ever.
That Iraq bit that you did was
Still
so
tripping.
fucking funny.
He's so great.
Yeah.
Don't trip. He ain't through with me yet.
I don't know. I remember Steve Harvey.
I feel like he got a lot of respect.
He got a lot.
Did he?
From that era.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one
Today,
of the
people
kings.
think of him as the Family Feud man, and he's obviously he does a lot of that. But
Well, he did
he's
that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I used to have his picture on my wall. These pictures are all new, but there was a picture of me and Steve. We were doing some shows. We weren't even doing a show. We were just at a party in Dubai, and
Yeah, he's partying in Dubai. He's got respect.
I'm not saying he's not doing well,
I hear
but
but the whole conversation was about how much he misses stand-up.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. He's a beast, though. He's one of the kings of comedy. Who else did you like in Australia?
As a comedian growing up?
Yeah, you said Steve was in your top 5. Who else is in?
For sure.
You don't have to say in any particular
But
way.
is that recent? Because I remember, didn't I show you Bernie Mac?
That's how I found Bernie Mac. I'd seen I Ain't Scared of You Motherfuckers, but I'd never watched Milk and Cookies.
Yeah, one night we were hanging out and I was like, wait till you see it.
No.
When Bernie had that set.
The Milk and Cookies?
I Ain't Scared of You Motherfuckers?
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Can you... How bad was it before? Yeah. Okay, I'll shut up. Shut up.
It was a comedian I knew from D.C. that went on before him and had a bad set. This guy's a funny guy, but this the shit he was doing. It's like you were talking about earlier. This wasn't wrong room, wrong night, wrong jokes. And I don't know that I've ever even seen someone get booed on Def Jam before. Man, they boo. They boo. And then Bernie came out next. That's why he said, well, y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you motherfuckers. But he was talking, he was making a reference to them booing. I don't want to say that guy's name.
Yeah.
But he got booed off. It was the most Forrest Gump shit I think. I've seen a lot of Forrest Gump shit, but that was crazy. And I've seen 9/11.
It's the two most important cultural moments in American history you have to be there for.
But I was there. That was one of those times that, man, wild night.
Damn. Who was the DJ on that?
Kid Capri.
Kid Capri.
Kid Capri used to do a show with Bill Bellamy at a club called Club 88 in Jersey. And I was there one night. That night, I met Stan Lathan, who directed all my specials. I met him that night. He was with Russell Simmons. And I'm not even lying to you. And Russell said to Stan, really to everyone back there, he goes, I'm going to put this shit on television. It was a black comedy show. And it was Bill Bellamy hosting. They did the auditions for Def Jam, and I didn't make the cut. And man, I was devastated. And that was the first time I saw Cat go on television on Friday night, and on Saturday it was like they were like famous. Like if you go on Def Jam the Saturday after your Def Jam, hey, everywhere you go. It's crazy.
When did you get on Def Jam?
Not maybe this next round of auditions.
Yeah.
You're a kid, you don't get an audition, you'll feel bad. But really, if I was smart, I know it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
The Def Jam created such a demand for itself that the talent pool couldn't even sustain it. There's wasn't enough guys. So people were just popping out, hey, I'm a comedian, fuck it. And if they can get a good 5 and get on that show, and then it became something else. But the ones that rose. Chris Tucker, legendary set. Bernie Mac, legendary set. My set's not legendary, but I went on to be, recognized like a great comedian. And man, the host, Martin, Jesus Christ, have you ever seen somebody wear a glass slipper like Martin did on that fucking show? It was perfect for him. And it was just like this explosive moment in culture.
Where'd they film it?
I think it was called the Academy Theater, which was like in Midtown.
It was in New York.
Yeah, like in the Broadway.
Yeah.
Like around Midtown. And then at some point something happened, so they lost that theater. And then they moved the show to LA after like Martin moved on and, it became other stuff. But that, when it was there, it was Martin. That was like an explosive time in culture. Like you could palpably feel it as it was happening. Man, this shit is special.
Yeah. I think Voss did it. Rich Voss did it. He was at the the reunion show they did. Didn't they just do it? Was it like 25 years?
Do a fucking black show.
He's the funniest.
And did what at the time, it's still, I think back, I'm like, this was like a magic trick. Back in the day, the Knicks were good. The Knicks would always get like really close to the finals. And Anthony Mason played with the Knicks. Man, he just always would be out. They'd be in the playoffs, but he'd be out in the club at night, and everyone would be like, "Oh!" And man, we was at Caroline's one night. Rich Voss on stage, all black show, and Rich. And Anthony Mason was heckling him.
Don't heckle Voss. He's a nasty
This was
fuck.
like a magic trick. He stops, he goes, "Oh my God, it's Anthony Mason." He goes, "Hey man, could you sign this Michael Jordan basketball card?" He pulls a card out. It's probably the real Michael. He goes, "You sign this Michael Jordan basketball card?" He goes, "I'll never meet him." Oh my God. People fucking scream. How did he?
Yeah.
Did they call each other or what the fuck was this?
No, I know Voss. He definitely had that in his pocket. He was going to do that joke no matter what. He got Mason talking. It was like, oh, perfect.
And man, rich people. Guys, you must have known he was going to be there. Because I'll never meet him. Man, crowd went crazy. Then afterwards, and he went backstage. You see the animation was young as fuck. He said, "Hey man, don't worry about it." And he pulled out an Anthony Mason card and said, "Can you sign it?"
Damn.
Magic trick.
Yeah, Voss rules. You ever get to meet him, James?
No.
He's the man.
Hold on.
He's the funniest guy.
Confirm that I know who it is.
He was big on O&A too, and he was always like, he was just a guy that you could talk shit to. They would all try to make fun of him, but he swings back. It's so funny. Every time he's on, they're like, "What are you looking at, stupid?" Fucking, and he'd be like, "You're the one who's stupid." It's just, I don't know. He's so good at it.
That's a good impression.
Yeah, he was the first guy that took me on the road. I met him at the Harrisburg Comedy Zone, and then he started taking me on the road.
I met Voice when I was in high school, and man, he roasted the shit out of me. He was at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I must have been like 16. He was roasting the shit out of me. And it was funny. Everything he said was funny. But the wait staff was all guys from Morocco, and these guys loved me. And they were so offended that he was doing this to me. It was funny, but they go, we put all our money on this kid.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, watching Rich interact with people was very funny. Like,
he's hilarious.
we would do shows together, and then he would always, before he go on, he's talking shit. He's like, "You're gonna fucking bomb tonight, you stink," and that's his way of being friendly. But when he did it to other comics, I would watch them be like, he would go on stage and they'd be like, "That guy's a fucking asshole." I'd be like, "No, he's being funny. He's trying to. He's your friend. He's making fun of you."
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's the nicest guy.
He was funny though. He's true. He's abrasive in a beautiful way.
Yeah, it's just how he's trying to be your friend. What else you got?
Yeah, that was you. You know, the only person that ever let me open for them. I've only been an opening act twice in my career. I went on tour with Sinbad.
That's awesome.
That was great. Oh man, that motherfucker. You talking about underrated?
Yeah.
That guy could go. I mean, I don't know how many dozen shows we did. I never saw him do the same shit twice. It was incredible. It was absolutely like. Whew.
You opened for Sinbad? Who else you opened for?
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin.
Just one night.
What was that like? That would have been.
I did good.
I once opened for a musician and they hated me. I just.
19 was at Radio City. I skipped the sound check and my sound was fucked up. It was a nightmare, and I could hear myself through the monitors, but they couldn't hear me in the house.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And Radio City's a vacuous room. It can be quiet anyway.
I love that room for comedy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome being there.
I saw you at Radio City.
Yeah.
After the show, you said you didn't like it set.
I didn't like
it. It was great.
The sound. I did, and we talked about it in the O2. I didn't like the sound there.
Yeah.
See,
the show was
my
great.
Sound that it sounds good. We
Well,
do
you
sound
probably get
right.
some fucking laughs.
Well, O2 is terrible, but it's Radio City, you get it right. It's,
Yeah.
The acoustics of meant for comedy, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That was not my
How many
experience.
shows did I do? Three?
Three.
Yeah. 0 for 3.
Your show was great.
Oh, thank you.
I went, when I was watching it in the crowd, it was great.
Okay.
On stage, I felt
On stage,
like
I felt like I was like, oh, they can't. This is quiet. Thankfully, I saw other comedians go before there, and I was like, all right, it's just going to feel quiet up there.
Can I ask about You've Got Mail? Because I was shocked when I rewatched it to realize that you were in You've Got Mail.
You've got, man.
You're the friend, and you've got,
I didn't know.
Never cited as one of the great credits is that you're in all of You've Got Mail, which is a great movie to be. I just wonder how that happened. At what stage in the career are you doing You've Got Mail?
How did that happen? Oh, you know what? I had a meeting with Nora Ephron. I never auditioned, like read a script. She hired me based off the meeting. The meeting was just us and there's a few other people. We sat in our office to talk. And then the agent called me and goes, she really likes you. She thought you were a good guy, blah, blah. And I got the part. And I was doing that and another movie at the same time. I can't remember what that was.
Well, and Nutty Professor is earlier?
Way early.
Okay.
That was 95. 94, 95.
I remember, who was it? Was it Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Robin Hood Men in Tights is the other one that I was.
19.
Damn. You're 19 in that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's crazy.
Thinking back in it.
Yeah. You ever heard that Mel Brooks sketch, The 2,000-Year-Old Man?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's classic. Yeah.
What happens?
It's just Mel Brooks talking to Carl Reiner, but it's an interview. Carl Reiner is pretending to interview the oldest man in the world. He's 2,000 years old. And Carl Reiner's asking all these questions about things he's seen in history, and Mel just riffs on it. And it's classic bit. And when we did that movie, Carl Reiner was shooting a movie on the stage, right across from Mel's stage. And he goes, "Hey, let's have lunch." And we walked across the lot to Carl Reiner's stage, and me, Mel, and Carl Reiner, just the three of us had lunch. And they did that routine, and I was the audience.
That's crazy.
Forrest Gump. Then Bernie Mac was walking across the lot.
Yeah, you got some good gum. You saw 9/11?
Yeah, I was on West Broadway Canal.
Oh man, you saw it?
Boy, did I. That shit woke me up. Literally and figuratively.
Where were you when Osama bin Laden was killed?
Yeah. Were you there? Were you in Abbottabad?
No.
Doing
I was
a gig
doing US
in
shows not
Abbottabad.
far away.
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever done those shows?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
My favorite thing about when I remember where I was watching a Phillies baseball game. I was in college, and a couple of my buddies were at the Phillies game when they killed bin Laden. People, it was like people just were looking at smartphones. So like it slowly spread in the audience or the crowd, and everyone started chanting USA. And my one friend who was a fucking idiot was there, and he was like, "Why are they chanting it?" And he thought somebody said they killed Obama. They said they killed Osama. He thought they said they killed Obama, and he was in the crowd going, "USA." He was like, "Yeah, I'm with it."
Jesus.
Isn't that funny? He was like, everyone else is doing it, I'll chant USA. And then he was like, fucking, I didn't know we were all going to be hyped. Somebody killed Obama.
Yo, bin Laden got killed right after the correspondence dinner. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
It was right. I remember being like, there was a White House correspondence dinner with Obama killed, and then right after that, he announced that they killed
That's a
bin
good
Laden.
week. It's a good week for Obama.
Could you imagine writing a set and planning that attack at the same time? Like, knowing both these things are going to happen?
I would say it during the set. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I'd be up there like, hey, just so you guys, especially if the set started to go bad, I'd be like, you guys, you're going to like me in a week. All right? I'm going to kill Osama bin Laden next week.
That's a good sketch.
Just got running his mouth, bombing. Yeah. Well, we've been working on the James Bond, the Irish James Bond.
I can't stop thinking
We're going
about
to get that.
What is it?
Irish James Bond is, he just keeps getting, all of his missions are in casinos, and he keeps getting fucked up and walking in and going, "I'm a spy." Just so you know, I'm a fucking spy. He keeps, every briefing, they're like, "All right, James, we're going to send you to a casino." And he's going, "Fuck."
Not again.
Can't keep going to the casino. That's the end of the podcast. Thank you.